campers? So we're going to talk about the triangle of divine love today, how to achieve divine union. So whether you want to achieve that union with a soulmate, a soul connection, or your twin soul, it doesn't matter. The journey is a little bit different, but the energy and the frequency of divine union of two people, feminine and masculine, is same, and it's achieved through the triangle model that I'm going to explain to you. I posted about this yesterday on my Instagram, so you can go ahead and check out that post. I will post at the end of this video maybe the diagram to show this to you, but we're going to be working also with the energy of tarot cards of lovers and the devil. In a traditional tarot, the lovers card and the devil card, they actually talk about this trinity. They talk about this divine triangle, how to achieve that. And if you don't know how they look, I don't have the traditional tarot with me. I've looked through all my decks. I have my traditional tarot in my other house, and I looked through all my decks that I have here. None of them represent lovers and the devil in the traditional form, but you can find these online very easy. And you will see that they have basically the same things. They have two people, feminine and a masculine. And in the lover's card above, there's an angel, messenger of God, the Most High, watching over them. And in the devil's card, it's the devil. So obviously the symbolism, the accessories, the colors, the characteristics of the card is a little bit different, but what we really want to focus on, and where the message is in the position of the divine feminine. And this is what we're going to talk about when I explain to you how to achieve the divine union. So the flow of the divine union through the sacred geometry triangle, right? Through this trinity with the universe, with God, with the Most High, is that the divine feminine, if you look at the lover's card as well, she looks above. She looks towards the Most High, because the feminine is a representation of God in the physical world. We're all gods, we're all universe, right? But we, us feminines, we are the portal. We sit on a portal, which is our womb, to the void, to the quantum field, to the spirit realm, to higher realms. We have the capacity within our body that for most women, unfortunately, is dormant, because we live in a conditioned patriarchal world that has suppressed that energy within us, because it carries immense power, right? The power that distorted men fear. That's why it has been suppressed through misogyny, through patriarchal system. But we carry that power within us. And in order to activate that power, to become true divine feminine, who is the high priestess, who is the oracle, who is intuitive, who is connected to God, right? We have to look towards the Most High. We cannot be looking towards a man. A man in the physical world cannot be your priority. Through looking towards you, through looking towards your portal of your womb, you look towards the divine. You look towards the Most High. Your priority is to connect to the divinity of our existence, is to raise your energy above the heart level, is to open yourself as a channel, is to clear your energy points, your chakras, and to always prioritize spirituality, mission, connection to God, meaning of life. Okay? And if that happens, the masculine then in the lover's card looks towards the feminine. Why? Because within his physical body, he doesn't have the natural capacity that we have through our feminine energy, through our womb. Our bodies are designed to carry feminine energy. Obviously, we all carry both. We all have feminine and masculine, right? But the feminine body is designed through the chemistry of our body, the biology of our body, physiology of our body, it's designed to hold feminine energy, to lead with that energy. And the masculine, similarly, is designed to hold and lead with his masculine energy. So in his divine masculine, he looks towards the feminine on the Lover's cards. Why? Because we anchor him, we connect him through our portal to God. So on his own, without the feminine, obviously they can alchemize just like ourselves, the wholeness, the divine masculine, divine feminine within. But on his own, he's very much anchored in the physical world, because the physical world is the dominion of the masculine, right? So if he loses that connection to God, right, that connection to spiritual realms, to spiritual aspect of our existence, that there's more than just a plain physical shallow existence, he stays on that shallow level. But when he looks towards his feminine, he worships his feminine, he devotes himself to his feminine, looking towards her with his focus, with his key focus, knowing that she is the high priestess, that she is the oracle. She then takes that energy and look towards the divine. So he creates that energy of provider and protector for us, focusing his energy on the feminine in the physical world, knowing that she is his doorway, his portal to something beyond, to something more, right? And through that, the feminine takes that energy and sends it towards the Most High. And then the Most High blesses the masculine with all the blessings, with all the abundance, with all the power that he needs to continue to be the builder of the physical world, but the builder that is inspired, that sits in spirit, that listens to the guidance of his feminine, because true divine feminine is the oracle for the masculine, the messenger from God, right? Obviously here you have to remember, because many women will take that message and see, we talk about true divine feminine, okay? True divine feminine who's devoted to God, who's devoted to her mission, who's devoted to self-love, who's devoted to divine order, to divine law, right? We talk about true divine feminine. So when they both focus on creating that, working on that divine, you heal, you create that divine energy within you. This is how it's supposed to look like. The masculine looks towards his inspiration, his portal to the divine. The woman will always provide the necessary insight, inspiration, in spirit for him, to help him create beyond the physical, right? To connect to purpose, to meaning of life, to God, to spirit realm, right? And when he looks towards her with devotion, she then looks towards God with devotion. And the Most High blesses both of them with all the abundance that they need to maintain the union, to build this physical world, to build better future, to build new earth, right? This is how the masculine truly connects to God. And this is that model that we often talk about, that the masculine is the protector and the provider of the feminine in the physical world. This is why he has all the tools within his body, within his beautiful logical mind, and all the blessings that he receives from God for as long as he remembers that they are truly equals. But they have different roles in the yin and yang. They have different roles in the wholeness. They have different roles in this trinity, right? If he starts to get cocky, if he thinks he's superior, if he thinks he doesn't need her, if he thinks that he can owe her, that she's a possession, that he's beneath him, he gets cut out of divine protection, of divine blessings immediately. He stays on a shallow level, of physical life, of our life, right? So he needs to understand, just like the feminine, they both need to understand that they're equals, but their role is different. The role of the masculine is to look towards the feminine with devotion. Her love is to look towards the divine, and then the divine blesses both of them through this portal. Just like the masculine is the provider and protector in the physical world, the feminine through her portal is the provider and protector in the spirit realm, in the higher realms. She provides protection to him through her devotion, through her prayer, through her service, through her mission. This is how she guarantees that he will get blessed with physical things. He will be abundant, right? This is how they create this union. And then if you look at Lover's card, you know this, the Devil card, that on this card, none of them is looking towards the divine, right? The devil is over them because they're looking towards the physical plane. They're looking, so the feminine stops looking towards the divinity. She starts focusing on the physical world. And this is where this triangle is broken. This is where the divine order is broken. The feminine in divine union must never focus on the physical world. You must not control your man. You must not control what he does. You must not direct his business, his career, his life. He has to have it within him as a true divine masculine, right? You're not here to be his mother. You're not here to control him. You're not here to tell him what to do. You're here to be the inspiration. You're here to focus on your devotion towards the Most High. And through that, a true divine masculine looks towards you for inspiration. Not to tell him what to do in the physical world, but to give him messages, give him energy, and give him the frequency for him to know that whatever I know that I need to do, this is how I introduce spirit into that. This is how I introduce meaning into this. This is how I introduce mission, love, compassion, forgiveness, right? This is how we build in true divine union. This is true divine order. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I still invite you to go to my YouTube to my Instagram to explore this topic a little bit more. Although I may just post this afterwards. And I also invite you to go to my website. Link is in my bio. Info is also above on the screen, and in there's a section divine love, and in there you can find information about the qualities of the divine feminine and distorted feminine, divine masculine, distorted masculine, and moving from fear mentality to love mentality. How do we build through divine union between the feminine and the masculine? How do we build new earth? How do we break the paradigm? How do we create a better world in alignment with divine order? If you enjoyed this video, please like and comment and follow for more, and I will see you, my beautiful angel.